Hi everybody, Keith Abraham here. I want to share with you 18 years of research around high achievers. And I wanted to share with you these 6 mindsets to achievement. And at the end, I'm going to ask you 6 questions that I want you to ponder, maybe even write down the answers to as part of the process. So what I can tell you is, I've spoken to 1.6 million people, and you get a chance when you've spoken to so many people to have conversations after you presented. And one of the questions I like to ask people is, how are you going? What do you feel like you're achieving? And there are normally 6 responses. So let me share that with you. Often what happens is this person is called the lost. And what do I mean by that? Because what I say to them is, what are you trying to achieve? And here's what how they respond. I don't know. I go, okay, well, what do you think you've achieved in the past? I'm not sure. Well, what would you like to achieve in the future? I don't know, Keith. And so I think if you don't know where you've come from, you don't know where you're going, and you don't know where you're at, I reckon that's a good definition of lost. And so I don't know if that's you. So don't make any decisions just yet. Let me share with you all 6. Here's the second one. When I ask that question, what are you trying to achieve? This person, the frustrated, responds this way. I say to them, what are you trying to achieve? And they go, I don't know, Keith, but you know what I do know? It's not this. It's not this job. It's not this relationship. It's not this set of financial circumstances. It's not this level of health. And my response to them is, okay, what are you trying to achieve? Well, what is it then? I don't know. See, here's my belief. If you don't know what you want, you deserve what you've got. And so you need to make sure that you're not frustrated. Here's the third one. I often ask the question, and people, they're confused. What do I mean by the confused? I say to people, what are you trying to achieve? And they go, I want to achieve this, Keith. I want this type of job, earning this type of money, with this type of relationship with my family, with my kids. I want to have this set of financial circumstances and this set of health, this level of health. And so where does the confusion come from? They know exactly what they want, but they don't know how to get there. And so they're confused on what's the first step, what do I need to do, who do I need to talk to? And so these are the confused. The next, these are the people that I call the unclear. What do I mean by that? You say to them, what are you trying to achieve? And they go, I've got an opportunity, I can go and study this. I've got an opportunity, I can work in this industry. I've got an opportunity, I can go and get this set of skills and be promoted to this level. And with all these opportunities, what do you think they do? Yeah, that's right, nothing. You see, my belief is this: it's only an opportunity if you can take advantage of it. Does everyone get this? That hope is not a strategy. Geez, I hope it works out. I often ask the question, put your hand up if you want to win the lotto. Everyone puts up their hand. I say, keep your hand up, you got a ticket. Oh, geez, there's always a catch. But that's the same with hope. Hope's not a strategy. And the next level is about the unsatisfied. What do I mean by that? These are the people who look good, they smell good, they've achieved heaps and are still achieving. They're successful at what they do. From the outside world looking in, they are significant in their industry or in their life. But inside, they're not fulfilled. So they have all the trappings, all the success, but it's just not floating their boat anymore. In actual fact, a lot of times people will often say, well, you need to go and do something different. No, fall back in love with it. Fall back in love with what you are very, very successful at. And if that doesn't work, then do something different. And then, of course, the final, what we want everybody to be, is what I would call the certain. What do I mean by the certain? These are the people who actually know what the goal is. And they've got a plan on how to get there. And they have enough momentum that when a roadblock comes up in front of them, they can go over it or go around it or go through it to get what they want. So, let me go through these 6 again. Do these make sense to you? Where are you? I want you to think, where are you personally? Where are you professionally? On this. Because it's easy to be the same for both personally and professionally. It's easy to be 2 different ones. If you circle all 6, man, you've got some challenges. But let me give you some solutions on moving forward. If you feel like you're a little bit lost at the moment, totally understandable in these crazy times. And the word I want to give you here is you've got to make a decision. Why don't people make decisions? The reason, number one reason Why most people don't make decisions is because the fear. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of change. Fear of failure. What if I have a go at this and it doesn't work out? And I'm branded, labelled, tagged, loser. Fear of success. What if I do have a go and it does work out and people have a higher expectation of me from then on? Third is fear of change. For me to go from here over there, I have to do something differently. And that could be uncomfortable. It could be inconvenient. And I could be jumping into the unknown. And so you have to make a decision. One final comment on decision. Every decision you've ever made in your life was right. It was right for that time, that place, and that moment. 5 minutes later, wrong decision. 10 hours later, wrong decision. 10 days later, wrong decision. 10 months later, wrong decision. But we don't live in the future. We live right now in the present. And so if you make a bad decision, make another one. And that's not the right decision, make another one. And if that's not right, make another one. But you know what most people do? They make a decision and it goes pear-shaped and they stop making decisions forever. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want? That's how bad it can get. Frustrated. The word I'll give you here is opposite. If you don't know what you want, then tell me everything you don't want. See, it's so easy often to say, I don't want this and I don't want this and I don't want that. Great, tell me what the exact opposite of it. That question is easy to answer than the one that says, what do you want in your life, in your career? I don't know. So pick the opposite. If you're a bit confused, the word I want to give you here is design. You've got to design a plan. You've got to sit down with a coach who's going to act like a 3-year-old and ask you the question why. You want to design a plan. What goal do you want to achieve? I want to go into a different career. Great goal. I think that's wonderful. I think you can do it. Why? You've got to have a big enough reason why. And so you need to design a plan with a mentor or a coach. If you're a little unclear, you've got all these opportunities around you at the moment, follow your heart. Do you get they can never pay you enough money to do the stuff you hate? I mean, the money's good, but you still hate it. What's an ulcer? Not what you've eaten, but what's eating you. And so this is so important to follow your heart. If you're unsatisfied, hey Keith, I've been so successful at what I've done, but I've just lost my mojo, my energy for it, then here's what I want to say to you is find a bigger reason why. Create a legacy. You need to have a bigger reason why. You need to have a reason that's bigger than you, outside of you, lives on after you. You've got a nice house, you go on nice holidays when you can, you drive a nice car, you live in a nice neighbourhood, your kids go to a great school. Maybe it's time for a bigger reason why. A legacy. And then if you're sitting there and you're going, you know what, Keith, I know where I'm going and I've got a plan mapped out to get there and I'm making momentum towards it, then the goal I want to share with you is focus. You have to stay focused on what's important, what matters, and what makes a difference to you, because so easy you can be taken off track. And so the thing I'd encourage you to do the most is to spend the time, the energy, and the effort in staying focused on what counts. Starve your distractions, feed your focus. Stay focused on what your true north is. Stay in that corridor of clarity rather than a chasm of confusion. Hey, I wanted to share that with you, and I wanted to share with you 6 questions you can ask yourself to accelerate the process moving forward. If you're thinking about, if you feel a little bit lost, then what decision do you need to make today, this week? Tell me one decision you need to make and make it. Here's the next one. What do you no longer want to do? What do you need to let go of? Here's the next question. What plans do you need to create for whatever you're trying to achieve, personally, professionally? What plans do you need to create? What would make your heart sing? Because this gives you joy. What legacy do you want to create if you're a little unsatisfied? And if you are certain, then the question I've got here for you is, what do you need to focus on right now? This day, today, what do you need to refocus on to move you towards what you want and move you away from what you don't want? Hey, thanks very much for the opportunity to share with you the 6 mindsets achievement. Bye now.